Chosen one, do not ignore this message. God says, "The source of money you are waiting for is not the source I will use." You have been staring in one direction, hoping that someone will respond, that a door will open, or that a situation will change. But the answer has been placed somewhere you have never considered. It may begin with a phone call, a message, or an offer that seems very small. When it appears, you will understand why the other doors had to remain silent. This money is not coming so you can show off. It is coming at the right time to remove a burden you have carried quietly for far too long. So stay until the end of this video, because what comes next will reveal the signs that can help you recognize that door when it appears. And if you are ready to enter a new season, comment where you are listening from as a way of marking the moment you chose to begin this shift. Listen carefully. What is coming toward you may not arrive in the form you expected, but it will carry the answer you have been praying for. There is a burden you have carried for far too long, but you rarely speak about it to anyone. It is not only a bill, a debt, or a number in your bank account. It is the feeling that you must calculate everything before you do anything. It is wanting to help someone you love but not having the means. It is those nights when your body is tired, but your mind will not stop asking, "How will I manage tomorrow?" You have tried harder than other people can see. You have cut back on your own needs. You have postponed important plans. You have smiled and said that everything was fine, while inside you are trying to keep yourself from falling apart. At times, you have wondered whether your prayers were truly being heard. But silence does not mean you have been forgotten. There are things being arranged beyond what your eyes can see. There are conversations taking place in which your name has already been mentioned. Someone is searching for the exact ability you possess, and there is a door that has not appeared before you because its time has not yet come. The fact that you cannot see it does not mean nothing is moving. But this is what you need to understand. The answer may not come from the place you are waiting on. Perhaps you are waiting for someone to change their decision. You are hoping an old job will call you back. You are wishing that a failed plan will suddenly begin to work. Or you have placed all your trust in a door that has remained closed for too long. The longer you stare at that door, the less able you are to notice another path opening beside you. The silence of an old source is not always rejection. Sometimes it is the way you are being redirected. If the answer continued to come from the familiar place, you would always believe that your life depended on it. That is why some sources must dry up before you can see a new one. Some people must leave so the right person can find you. Some plans must stop so you do not keep draining your strength into something that is no longer meant for you. What is coming may begin in a very ordinary way. It may be a message you almost ignore. A phone call from someone who has not contacted you in a long time. An unexpected introduction. An idea that keeps returning to your mind. An opportunity smaller than the one you once hoped for. Or someone asking you about the very skill you have always assumed was nothing special. Do not look only for a loud miracle. Many great shifts begin with a very small moment. The first door may not bring the amount of money you need. It may only bring a relationship, a piece of information, or an opportunity to demonstrate what you can do. But if you walk through it, a second door will appear, then a third. You will not see the entire road from the beginning. You only need to recognize the next step. And this is the first sign. The opportunity will appear somewhere you were not actively searching. The second sign, it will be connected to something you have already done, learned, or experienced. Even the hardest season of your life may become the experience that helps you step into this opportunity. The third sign, at first, you may want to reject it because you do not feel ready. You will think you lack experience. You will think someone else is more qualified. You will think the opportunity is too small, too unfamiliar, or arriving in the wrong way. But be careful. Fear often speaks just before you step into a new place. Do not confuse unfamiliarity with a warning that you must turn back. You have been solving everything alone for so long that when someone wants to help, your first reaction is suspicion. You have grown so accustomed to closed doors that when one opens, you wonder what will happen if you walk through it. The old season taught you how to survive, but the new season will require you to learn how to receive. Receiving does not mean sitting still and waiting. It means answering the call, sending the application, presenting the idea, learning the skill you still need, showing up on time, and taking seriously the small opportunity being placed before you. You do not need to know exactly how the money will come, but you do need to be ready to act when the path begins to appear. There is a reason this money did not come sooner. If it had arrived while you were still trying to prove your worth to everyone, you might have used it to buy approval. If it had arrived before you learned to set boundaries, other people might have taken everything you received. If it had arrived while fear still controlled your decisions, you might have lost it as quickly as it appeared. The time you have just lived through was not only a period of waiting, it was also preparation. You are learning to distinguish needs from impulses. You are learning that not everyone needs to know your plans. You are learning to say no to the things that exhaust you, and you are learning that having money matters less than knowing how to protect, use, and grow what you are given. The money ahead is not a reward that allows you to prove you are better than anyone else. It is a tool. It may help you settle an obligation that has kept you awake at night. It may give you room to breathe, care for your family, or begin a project you have postponed. It may also restore your ability to choose, something scarcity once took away from you. But you need to remember this warning. Do not tell everyone everything the moment the door opens. Not everyone who loves you will understand your new direction. Some people will plant fear because they have never dared to leave what was familiar. Some will make you doubt yourself simply because your opportunity forces them to see what they abandoned. Let the results speak before you try to explain. And do not spend money that has not actually reached your hands. Do not make major decisions based only on the emotion of one moment. Stay calm, examine everything, read every agreement carefully, and do not allow excitement to make you ignore danger signs. A right door will not require you to abandon wisdom. If someone promises effortless profit but pressures you to decide immediately, step back. If an opportunity requires you to hide, lie, or harm another person, it is not the door meant for you. A real shift does not bring money alone. It also brings peace and a path you can walk without losing yourself. So, in the days ahead, pay attention. Pay attention to what is mentioned repeatedly. Pay attention to the person who suddenly approaches you. Pay attention to the skill other people regularly ask you to use. Pay attention to the idea that makes you feel both excited and afraid. The answer may already have appeared as a seed. Your task is not to demand that the seed become a tree immediately. Your task is to recognize it, plant it, and care for it. You have prayed for change. Now you must be ready to become the person who can sustain that change. Do not return to your old way of thinking simply because you cannot see immediate results. Do not let one difficult day convince you that nothing is moving, and do not continue calling yourself someone who is always unlucky. Scarcity is a season you have lived through. It is not your name. You do not have to chase every opportunity. You only need to be alert enough to recognize the right one. You do not need to force a door open. You only need the courage to walk through when the right door appears. And when that happens, you will understand, the old doors did not close to punish you. The delay was not meant to make you despair. The silent season was not proof that your prayer had been forgotten. Everything was leading you toward a source you could not see before. The money you are waiting for may not arrive in the form you imagined, but it will carry what you truly need: relief, the freedom to choose, and a new beginning. Open your eyes, keep your mind calm, prepare your abilities, and when the first sign appears, do not let fear answer for you. Chosen one, the source of money you are waiting for may not be the source God will use. You have been staring in one direction, waiting for someone to answer, for a job to return, or for an old plan to begin working. But while you try to hold on to that door, a completely different path is quietly opening. So do not place your entire life in a state of waiting. Do not say that you will be happy when you have enough money. Do not wait until every bill is settled before you allow yourself to feel peace. Do not postpone a meal with your family, a conversation with someone you love, or a moment of rest simply because life has not unfolded according to your plan. Time will pass faster than you think. One day, what you regret most may not be the money you failed to earn, but the days you never truly lived because you were too busy worrying about tomorrow. Enjoy what is still beside you. Look at the people who are still sitting next to you. Be grateful for the body that is still carrying you through each day. Allow yourself to laugh, to rest, and to feel peace even while every answer has not yet appeared. Enjoying life does not mean ignoring your responsibilities. It means refusing to let a difficult season steal every good thing today is still offering you. You do not need to stop living to prove that you are waiting for a miracle. Continue doing what you can. Use well what you already have. But do not let worry turn every day of your life into a waiting room. And be at peace. God has not forgotten you. Silence is not absence. Delay is not rejection. While you live fully in today, the answer is still finding its way to you from a place you never expected. Chosen one, before you leave this message, remember this clearly. The source of money you are waiting for may not be the source God will use, so do not keep standing before a closed door while forgetting the life that is still unfolding behind you. Do what you can today. Pay attention to small opportunities, unexpected encounters, and ideas that keep returning. But at the same time, eat a good meal, talk with the people you love, rest when you are tired, and allow yourself to smile even while every problem has not yet been solved. Time will pass very quickly. Do not let the day come when you regret spending your whole life waiting for permission to live. Peace does not belong only to the future. Joy is not a reward you are allowed to receive only after you have enough money. You still have the right to live today. And if tonight you still cannot see the answer, be at peace. God has not forgotten you. Silence does not mean he has left. Delay does not mean your prayer has been rejected. What is meant for you is still finding its way to you. It may appear through a person you have not met, a place you have not considered, or a door you never imagined you would walk through. So do not be afraid. Do not stop living. And do not allow tomorrow's worries to steal today's gift. If you receive this message, leave the place where you are listening from, together with this declaration. I will live fully and trust that God has not forgotten me. Let that comment become a marker of the decision you make today. No longer postponing joy, no longer staring at the old door, and no longer allowing scarcity to decide who you are. God has not forgotten you. Your story is not over, and your best days are still ahead of you.